And welcome back to another of Top-Notch Draft League. In the Team Flair division, we have the Dominican Republic Knightmares against the Chicago Charizards. Chicago. Hopefully, no one's gonna, get upset. Feel better with some lime soda and some Mindy's muffins, and we'll have a nice, relaxing battle here. Boba with the Dominican Republic Knightmares has the Mega Delphox, which is up there. Crocodile Zarina, Mousehold, Rotom Wash, and Mega Lucario. Also on the team is the Altaria, Slurpuff, Banette, and Glalie. And with Emiliano from the Chicago Charizards, we have Mega Greninja, Mega Dragalge, which I just picked up, Whimsicott, Chestnut, Hisuian Typhlosion, and Tinkaton. Ma Baker! I've nicknamed my Tinkaton Ma Baker, which is the meanest cat from old Chicago town. They also have a Jolteon, a very good pick, Weirdeer, Lycanroc Dusk, and Mamoswine, who is one of my few Professor badges that I have with Mamoswine, but it's all in singles, because Mamoswine is great in singles. We start off with this first battle. Let's see if we can get this. There we go. Capture taken. There's a great shot there. So Greninja and Typhlosion coming out. Greninja super fast against Serena and Lucario. Both weak to eruptions. So this is going to be a tough. It's a tough start to the game here for Boba. But yeah, but again, we have a Rotom in the back, so that should help. Plus, Serena could be Scarfed. I'd have to check my calcs to see if it definitely. But I know Typhlosion usually runs Scarf, especially now. Lucario's coming back and going into the Big Crook. A very good Mon. I've had it in another league. Yeah, Eruption's coming out, and I think he's just gonna let Serena go down, and just Crocodile taking a chunk there. Crit, I don't think it mattered. A full powered Eruption, and Greninja staying in its regular form. Oh, I think this is some cool tech with Greninja. So I think how Protean works is it resets, and he can just change, because he changes back types back into like Water Dark, so he can change up his type again, like old school Protean. And what does Delphox say? It goes pew pew pew. So that should be decent. But again, if Typhlosion Choice Scarf, I just rip it and just I just completely rip it and just go with Eruption, because I don't think a regular Delphox outspeeds Choice Scarf Typhlosion. Yeah, just Eruption, go down. Lucario is just taken out really badly. So yeah, the first couple of bonds here with Serena, yeah, that start was real rough. Heat Wave, and I think Chestnut should go down from that. Oh, just lives on 6, not bad. And Typhlosion's move is powered up enough that you could probably take it in the shot there. Plus, Chestnut, my guess is probably EV to live one of those. So now if Chestnut, I know Chestnut, a very dangerous Mon, in or out of Mega with Wide Guard, especially when there's just one Mon left here. Going back into Greninja, the Water Dark type. Yeah, and the Wide Guard protecting. And that's a good move there, because if Delphox went for a Psychic, or even a Shadow Ball in this case, the Dark type is going to take it real well. Good synergy there with Greninja and Typhlosion, Hisuian Typhlosion. With the good Fire Water Grass Core as well. I got a new one with Toxapex is on my team. Not much of an offensive water type, but a defensive one is really handy in this situation here. And Mega Greninja, I do believe, outspeeds Mega Typhlosion. And Wide Guard just in case. And this is going to be tough to get rid of that Chestnut. Oh, Dark Pulse, nice. It's going to be tough to get rid of that Chestnut because Shadow Ball doesn't work on it. And Shadow Ball doesn't work on it, and you can Wide Guard away Heat Wave. In that first game, won by Chicago, the Chicago Charizards with Emiliano. So, what can work here? I think the Rotom works, because if I was Emiliano, I would just same one. Same, you know, if it worked the first time, it might work the second time. I would absolutely just run it back, especially with how, you know, you don't really know what he's going to bring in the back. Because he's going to, like, Boba's going to switch up. And I'm looking at that, you know, that Rotom Wash. That's very handy. But even still, if you suspect the Rotom's coming out, then Chestnut. But again, if Chestnut comes out, then you have the Will-O-Wisp that's going to be coming. But I would go, but even still, like, yeah, I would try Rotom and Mousehold. Apache suggested Mousehold to me, and it's very handy, especially with, like, after you support. It's a good defensive and speed control mon. With, like, there's also, like, Thunder Wave. There's a lot of options with Mousehold. A family of 3, by the way, so it's an only child. So maybe it's potentially more spoiled. That child there, a lot more spoiled. So maybe that's where you're going to get your encores, where the kid is just, you know, watching the same video over and over again. I just want the same thing over and over. That's encore. He beat up. He's just harassing all of his friends. Good old Mousehold. They need to get more Gen 9 themes in, like the, what is it? Yeah, same lead. Just like the boss battle with Team Flare. Or not Team Flare, Team Star. So we got a Rindo Berry and a Lumberry revealed. So that should help. So this is a decent start here. Because you're not going to take much, because Rotom's pretty defensive. Like, it's got low HP, but it's pretty, you know, you can bolster its special defense, especially in the sense of a Typhlosion. I'm predicting a Protect on the Crocodile, so Eruption just hitting the big funny button. I don't know if it's going to work in this game here. I don't know what else. I think Greninja gets Grass Knot, but I know Grass Knot is very low base power on Rotom, despite it being a fucking washing machine. And play physical type. That is an interesting play there. I did not expect that. Knockoff coming in from the Crocodile. One-shot Johnson. And I guess that gets rid of the... What does it say? Is that the Choice Scarf? Yeah, the Choice Scarf. And oh, the good old Disquake. Nothing beats the old-fashioned, as it were. And Chestnut. Now here's a good play mon to bring in here. Good against both Rotom and Crocodile. Has the Wide Guard for discharge. That's actually a really good defense. Like, again, the Fire Water Grass Core. I wish I had a better one. Like, I was thinking about getting a good one, and I thought, like, Mega Feraligatr with Incineroar and Decidueye would be a better one, but it just didn't work out. We have a Mega Dragalge potential here. So we have two Megas on the team, and Mons that can do pretty well. Will-O-Wisp definitely very handy. They can do well outside of their Mega with adaptability, and you keep it Protean with Mega Greninja. Grassy Glide. Interesting. Does I guess Mega Dragalge gets grassy terrain? Should I have learned that? Hold on, I gotta check that out. I did not know that. Hold on. Oh, I gotta look at. Well, maybe I'm looking away, but now Dragalge taking like a big triple axle to the face, you know, doing the old. Oh, what's her name? The skater that knocked the girl's knee out. I don't know. Yeah, that's what she was doing there, knocking the Dragalge's knees out, as the big typical figure skating move. And Volswitch getting into Delphox. Another grassy glide coming out. I want to check this out. Sludge Bomb, adaptability Sludge Bomb, no less, taking out Serena. Hold on. I guess it's grassy terrain on the. I guess it's grassy terrain on the Chestnut. Ninja, I don't think that's grassy terrain. No? Yeah, Chestnut. That could be a good idea right now to get the grassy terrain up, just to get some health back, especially if Delphox will not be participating in the revival of the health because of its levitate ability. And plus, you get rid of Earthquake, which is a big problem for the Disquake combo, and now levitates up. But we got a spiky shield coming in. Yeah. So a double protect. So let's see if Crocodile goes into the. Yeah, good. The Gunk Shot and the spiky shield. Is Gunk Shot a? No, Gunk Shot's not a contact move. When you're throwing a garbage bin at someone, it's not a contact move, I guess. It's like Poltergeist hitting someone with their own item. I miss the garbage bin. That's like the Dexit controversy. Bring back Gunk Shot's bin. A very good defensive Mon there. Chestnut taking that Gunk Shot like a champ. Body press, so spiky shield, body press, grassy glide, and wide guard. So who has grassy terrain on this team? I guess Whimsicott could have it. The Greninja, very fast Mon. It's 3-2 with a burned Mon, but Greninja's very fast, and he saved his Mega. Emiliano saved his Mega, so we have a potential of some sort of like spread attack that could be handy, especially with wide guard, because you can get like a surf off if need be. So we got a spiky shield, we got and Rotom. Now that Rotom's out, Liquidation, interesting. A physical, going a mixed set here with the with Greninja, and that was like pure water type. So Delphox, I guess that's one of the negatives of the nerfed Protean is now Delphox can hit Shadow Ball into you, even though like Liquidation, yeah, Liquidation will do some damage because you can't really switch into anything. You're gonna have to kind of hope that, yeah, Crocodile is gonna eat shit here. It gets the Intimidate off, so that helps. So wide guard, maybe the Discharge, maybe hoping that Rotom doesn't have any other electric type moves. Because if not, that would be very annoying. Because if it's just Will-O-Wisp, Hydro Pump, Discharge, and Protect, then the wide guard is going to be very annoying. Ooh, I think that might be the case here. That's interesting. So Emiliano is This is a really interesting play here, then. Okay, so how do I get out of this? So with Boba, you want to get the burn down because I think Emiliano's got him pinned pretty decently here with the wide guard. The burnt Chestnut, you know, paying dividends here. Because, like, I would protect and almost like, what do you do? Hydro pump the Greninja. Or hydro pump the Chestnut. So, because once you get rid of that Chestnut, then you have an easier time. Like, when I faced P-Rex in one of my games there. Oh, wait. Yeah, good play there, actually. And it lives on 4, but it's going to die the next turn. And it becomes body press, and that's not going to do much damage. But good play there on Boba. Getting rid of that Chestnut. So now, because, like, I remember when I had to face P-Rex, I think it was game 2, that, like, that wide guard was such a menace that, like, if I got rid of other things around it, and then I could get my Gardevoir to use Hyper Voice, because without it, like, he's kind of, like, I think I had, like, wide guard, Destiny Ball, no, Hyper Voice, Destiny Ball, Shadow Ball, and Protect. And Shadow Ball doesn't affect Chestnut. So if Chestnut's, as long as Chestnut was on the field, I couldn't really hit it. As long as Chestnut had a partner, I should say. But now, Discharge can come out. But again, like, will Discharge knock out the Greninja? Like, it should have some buffs in its defenses. Hold on, let's get Greninja. Okay, tried for the double protect. Delphox living that. That's pretty good thing to live there, actually. Discharge. I think, yeah, Greninja just eating shit there. And it does get the paralysis, so that's a little rough. Yeah, it gets like 10 more points in defense and 10 more points in special defense. So it's not a massive buff, but I guess it's something. I'm getting another, I wonder if, yeah, Volt Switch. He had Volt Switch. Yeah, I forgot about that. So that's another move to have, too. I completely forget about these. I gotta start writing down the movesets for the matches here, let alone the opponents in my games here, where I tried that, and I don't think it really worked out well. But Boba taking it back. And another sweaty battle here. It's very sweaty down here, despite being in my basement. It was very warm out today. So what do I do? Well, now with Emiliano, that was a good learning of what they have, and you still you had it was a close game there. So now you're switching it up. Maybe that Whimsicott could help. Oh, they were pretty quick. There's no thinking there. They knew exactly what they wanted to do. They knew, and then we got Whimsicott. Oh, good old Whimsicott coming out against the Crook and Rotom. So we got the so that should work on liquidation. So I can only assume that Whimsicott has grassy terrain with the grassy glide there. So like that will nerf Earthquake. But like if you want to go for it, you just want to go for it straight off, you can get that Gunk Shot, throw the bin in Whimsicott's face, and that could just, you know, get rid of that problem altogether. And plus now you can there's no Chestnut here, so you can discharge to your heart's content. So Dark Pulse, my guess is this because coming into Crocodile, but that gets rid of the that's not bad. That gets rid of the electric issues. Close combat. Oh, that's a way to get rid of the dark type issue. What an awesome Pokemon Crocodile is. Very underrated, especially in draft. Very, like, I've used mine. I top 8 it. Like, I think the GXP one just finished, and I just top 8 it, and I was very excited. Am I crazy? Is that a really slow Whimsicott? I guess, like, yeah, that must be a really slow Whimsicott that Rotom and Crook can outspeed. But yeah, now, if I think I know what he's thinking. Encore. Oh yeah, it doesn't affect Crook. Crook's a dark type, and Crook missing the bin shot, and Will-O-Wisp coming out for that Chestnut. And Body Press coming in. One of the things that's like, Will-O-Wisp does affect Body Press, which is actually handy, so people don't just run away with things. But that Encore into the... So, does Grassy Glide come in? So, Gunk Shot. Here comes the Goop. I guess Gunk Shot should be a ball or a fucking blasting weird item. Bullet. Hydro Pump, a miss. Lots of misses there. Whimsicott with the Moon Blast. And it goes Crook. So we got 2 down on 1 down on each team. Grassy Glide, and there goes the Rindo Berry for. Ooh, not quite yet taking it out. And that's a slow Whimsicott, so they won't be able to take out that that Rotom just automatically. And what does Delphox say? We will find out. So now, Wide Guard and Shadow Ball are... I guess you try to get rid of the Whimsicott. And there's a lot more HP on the Chestnut, so it's going to be harder to get rid of with Hydro Pump. But yeah, I think I'd Wide Guard. I think Whimsicott can't, because if this Whimsicott is as slow as it is, and I'm just not crazy, like that a Shadow Ball will just destroy that. Like, because like I'd be afraid of the Wide Guard. It's a gutsy move to get the Typhlosion in, because if it was me, I would have tried the Shadow Ball into the Whimsicott, because that's the only thing I could do because of the Wide Guard user right here. So I predict, Shadow Ball, but bulletproof there. So Shadow Ball doesn't work on that, but we do get a Hydro Pump and Typhlosion, the Choice Scarf Typhlosion, which I would just fuck your type disadvantages. Forget what Hop said or fucking Nimona. Just maybe just Eruption and just call her good, because that's because you get Rotom down. Yeah, I would just Eruption and call her good, because it's still going to be a massive deal on Delphox. You got a spiky... Ooh, that's one of the things with Wide Guard and Protect moves. It's real tough. Shadow Ball comes out, Choice Scarf, and that just 17 damage. So another Shadow Ball coming this way for Typhlosion, and it survives. Does Rotom... Yeah, and Rotom gets down that Typhlosion. Looks like Boba, he's in a good position right here. And now it's just Whimsicott, a bulky Whimsicott, no less, and the versus the world. Definitely, I could see a Shadow Ball and a Volt Switch coming its way. So yeah, with Rotom, it's going to be Will-O-Wisp, Hydro Pump, Volt Switch, and Discharge. I don't think we've seen any other moves besides Shadow Ball, Heat Wave, and Protect on the Delphox. Yeah, protect on the Whimsicott, but that's going to be tough because Whimsicott has Encore. And he's going to Encore Discharge, keeping the... See if we can get some paralysis here. That takes out the Chestnut, and now it's Whimsicott against Delphox, Rotom, and the last Mon on the team here, which I don't think we've seen yet. Or it may be Crocodile. No, Crocodile's knocked out. So, yeah, we don't know the last Mon on the team. So, Delphox going for the Encore. And Rotom hits the Hydro Pump onto Whimsicott. Gets it down a little lower. And I think it's pretty... Well, I don't know how over it is. Because, you can miss... Yeah, who's coming out? So we're going to find out who's coming out. And it is Sarina. And she's going to put her foot down on the Whimsicott. There's the grassy terrain. And that heals a little bit of Whimsicott's health. What does it do with Sarina? Sarina now, her moves are buffed up too with Trop Kick. Now, with Sarina, sometimes you want to put the wide lens on for that. Because, God, poor Triple Axel, not missing. But Whimsicott should... Oh, even, outspeed and a miss. Oh, that's devastating. And here comes the Moonblast. It's, halfway done. So, there is a way that Emiliano can win. And the way that is Sarina has to keep mixing Triple Axel. You have to keep encoring Delphox into Protect as much as humanly possible. Or you can predict a switch and just Moonblast it and see if it goes into Rotom. Encore. Oh yeah, Sarina! Queenly Majesty! But another miss. But Delphox with the Heat Wave. I totally forgot that myself. But Boba... Yeah, that's perfect. So that's one reason why I have Farigiraf on that team. It's such a handy Mon to have. And Boba getting his first win for, well, I guess everyone's... How many people have, badges so far in the league? I think, hold on. All leagues, Team Flare. This is great. Oh, I think he's, one of the first matches here, actually. Yeah. Excuse me. So this is the first match here. And Boba getting the first win in the first match of the Top Notch Draft League Season 4. So congrats to him. And we'll see you next time.